Goeiemôre kinders van die Here. Ten eerstens wil ek elkeen groet in die onfeilbare naam, die naam van Jesus. Was dit nie vir Jesus nie, waar sou ons gewees het? Hy het ons gedra deur hierdie omstandighede en vanmôre kan ons om die lof, die eer en die prys gee. Ons skriflesing vind ons vanmôre in die boek van 2 Konings hoofstuk 7. Ek gaan net vers 9 lees. 2 Kings chapter 7 verse 9. Ek gaan in Engels lees. Then they say to each other, "What we have done nothing is not right. This is a day of good news, and we are keeping it to ourselves. If we wait until daylight, punishment will overtake us. Let's go at once and report this to the royal palace." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Laat ons bid. Almagtige Hemelse Vader, Here, vanmôre sê ek dankie Here vir die woord. Dankie Here vir die kosbare woord wat vir ons lewe gee. En daarom kom vra ek vanmôre, kom seën hierdie woord. Here, kom seën my lippe. Kom seën alles wat ek gaan spreek. In Jesus' naam. Amen. My theme for this morning is the day of good news. There was a great famine in the city. People sold their donkeys. Women give up her son to be eaten. People are desperate to live. Now there were 4 men with leprosy at the entrance of the gate in Samaria. These men suffer dread skin disease. These men were outcast, banished from the city. They said to each other, "Why stay here until we die? If we say we'll go into the city gate, the famine is there and we will die. And if we stay here, we will also die. So let us go over to the camp of the Arameans and surrender, give up. If they spare, we live. If they kill us, we die." When they reached the camp, not a man was there of the Arameans ran away. The enemy was defeated. Suffering was over. Once again, God had saved his people. No wonder the lepers celebrate. The man who had leprosy entered the tent. They ate and drank, carried away silver, gold, and clothes. Those 4 men were enjoying all the benefits, but then they realized something very important. What we're doing is not right. This is the day of good news, and we are keeping it to ourselves. What was the good news? That they are alive. Jesus is alive. During this time, so many good news happen. They and we can't keep quiet. Go and tell the world. Go and testify. And he delivered us from hunger. In the news, there's a clip on television that said, we are not dying of this virus, but we are dying of hunger. And these lepers, they go from zero to hero. God used lepers to save Samaria. He can also use the virus to save the world. This man was like me and you, who never testified about the goodness of Jesus. When we think of the goodness of Jesus, we can just glorify his name. It is in this time of this virus where we as children of God can testify and say, the Lord was with us. It was the Lord that kept us protected during this time. Let us not keep the good news for ourselves, but let us tell the people during this time, the Lord provide. As he provide in Samaria while the people was in famine, he can also today, he can supply our needs in this time. May God be with you. You in this time that said, I'm struggling with the lockdown. But it will come a time where we can keep the good news and tell the people what the Lord has done to me, to my family. We can thank Jesus. We can even have a Thanksgiving service to tell the world that the Lord has put us in this circumstance, this condition, so that we can tell other people that he loves. Because he loves, that's a song that said, because he loves, I can face tomorrow. The people in Samaria have nothing to eat. Some went to eat, to take the heads of the donkeys and sell it for food. But the Lord is a Lord of good news. Jesus Christ, he is our refuge. And that's why we can run to him. We will never get tired. And he will never get tired for us. But this morning I want to tell you this. Let us not keep the good news for ourselves. He saved us. And he's going to still save us. As he saved the lepers through this condition. The lepers, if you're a leper, you are like someone who has this virus. You are at the outskirts of the city. You are isolated. And today I can say this for sure, that we are in the same condition. Most of the things that happened during that time, we can compare it like today in this time. But I want to say today, may the Lord be with you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord guide you. He will make a way where there seems no way. May the Lord bless you. May the good of the Lord give you strength. Die Here wat ons dien, hy is so wonderbaar. Mag God hierdie woorde seën. Mag hierdie woorde vir ons inspirasie wees, dat ons weet, ons sal nie honger ly nie, want U is met ons. Laat die Here ons behoed en bewaar. Mag God hierdie woorde seën in Jesus naam. Amen. Almagtige Hemelse Vader, ek kom bid, Here, vir herlewing in die gemoed. Here, miskien is ons vanmôre soos daardie lepers, Here, wat gesê het, as ons soontoe gaan, sal ons doodmaak. Bly ons hier, gaan ons nog steeds sterwe van honger. Maar Here, vanmôre hoef ons nie te versterwe nie, ons kan na Jesus toe gaan, want Here, ons weet, hy leef. Mag God hierdie woorde van bemoediging kom seën in Jesus naam. Amen.